Good morning, 7th grade. So this week we are going to go back over some of the things from last week first, kind of touch base on some reading through word problems. You'll do a study island, then there'll be a short video, and then a 3-question problem set. So a little bit shorter this week just because I really want to make sure we know what we got going on. So we're going to do 5 example questions. Let's start with this one. So it says she has a stamp collection, and this stamp 5 are from England, 7 are from France, 13 are from the United States, and 3 are from Germany. But it also tells us an important piece of information that she lives in the United States. So when we read through this question, it says if she picks a stamp at random, what's the probability it's from a foreign country? So this is going to mean any country that is not the US. So let me take a look. So first things first, I want to figure out how many total options I have. So let's go ahead and let's find that total. So I've got the 5 from England, the 7 from France, the 13 from the United States, and the 3 from Germany. So I'm just going to color code those really quick. So again, I've got the 5 from England, the 7 from France, the 13 from the United States, and the 3 from Germany. So what I'm going to do is I really want to make sure that I am finding my total correctly. So you can use your mental math or a handy dandy calculator. So for me, 5 plus 7 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 13 is 28. So that means there's 28 total stamps. But then it says from a foreign country, so anyone that's not the United States. Well, I've got England, France, and Germany. So England was 5, France was 7, and Germany was 3. So if I add those up, that gives me 15 that are foreign. And remember, it's asking for the probability of picking a foreign country, so we're going to do the number of foreign over the total, which in this case is going to be 15 over 28. And I take a look, although it might look like we can simplify, we cannot. So the answer would be A. Again, in reading these word problems, it's super important to not only figure out what your total is, but figure out what the question is asking for. So again, if you need to rewind, awesome. If you need to repeat it, slow it down, whatever works for you. But you'll see a question exactly like this on Study Island. Alrighty, moving on to the next one. Alrighty, same concept as the one on the last screen. We're given some information. We need to figure out the probability. It says, what is the probability that the chip is blue? So let's see what information we have and then figure it out. So it says the following chips are placed in a bucket. There are 5 red, 1 yellow, 2 blue, and 4 green. So it does not tell me the total, but I can find the total. So the total number of chips, it's going to be the 5 red, the 1 yellow, the 2 blue, and the 4 green. Again, use your calculator or mental math. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So my total is going to be 12 chips. But then it's asking me what's the probability that the chip is blue. So I'm going to take a look back at that information that I have in my question. I see that there are 2 blue chips. So it's going to be the number of blue over the total, which again, number of blue is 2. 12, I don't see a 2 out of 12 there in my options. However, I know I can simplify that fraction. I can take a factor of 2 out of the top, which again leaves me with 1 over 6 because I simplified that fraction. And then there it'll match up with my answer. Again, in probability questions, you're going to usually need to find the total, especially if it's not given to you. And again, look at what you're looking for. We asked for when it was blue, so again, keeping that in mind. Again, feel free to rewind, play again, slow down, or if you have any questions, send me an email. Let's move on to the next one. And again, whenever we're attacking a probability question, we really want to make sure that we are looking at what information is given to us. So it says she has 4 red apples and 1 green apple, and it does not give us the total. Luckily, we're only dealing with 2 things. I've got 4 red and 1 green, which is going to give me with 5 in total. And then it says, what's the probability she would pick a red apple? So we're looking for the red. There's 4 of them. So that would be the number of red over the total. Since there's 4 red over 5 total, that can't simplify any further. 4 out of 5. Bingo, bango, bongo. Alrighty, friends, this one is where it gets a little bit tricky because we have to make sure that we are looking at the diagram as well as looking at the question. So it says one triangle in the figure is randomly selected. What is the probability that the triangle is not shaded? So what I want to make sure to do is I want to make sure to carefully count how many total triangles I see of the little ones. I'm not going to count out loud. I trust that you guys can count. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the dots on the triangles. And if you count the dots that just appeared on the screen, you would see that there are 25 of the little triangles. Since there's 25, and that's our total number of the little triangles, it says, what's the probability that's not shaded? Well, I take a look and I count and I see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are shaded. So 5 out of 25 are shaded. There's a couple ways you can look at it. Way number 1 is you could think about, okay, well, how many aren't shaded? So you could say, well, there's 25 total minus the 5 that are shaded. And that would give you 20 that are not shaded. And you could get your 20 over 25, which we will simplify in a second. Or you could do, we talked about in the last video, and do your 5 over 25 and do 1 minus 5 over 25 if your brain works that way to get 20 over 25. Either way, you can either do it thinking about the little individual piece way or doing the fraction way. And either way, when I simplify it, 20 over 25 is going to simplify down to 4 over 5. You can use your handy dandy calculator or you can use mental math to simplify that fraction down to be 4 over 5. Again, making sure to read the problem carefully that it says the ones are not shaded. Alrighty, math friends, the last one for this video. Again, we're going to do exactly what we did in the last one, except for I would like you to try this one on your own. So I'm going to ask you to try it on your own. Pause it. I'm going to show the answer in 3, 2, 1. Bingo, bango, bongo. So you wanted to make sure that you took care of all of them. So 6 hammers, 3 wrenches, 3 pliers, and 3 screwdrivers. Added them up to get your total of 15. And then it wanted to know just the number of wrenches. So I really made sure to read that problem to see that the number of wrenches was indeed 3. It says right here. And then I simplified that to be 1 over 5, or if it asked for the decimal, I could do 0.20. So math friends, as you are reading through your study island questions, please make sure that you can obviously hit save as a draft, so that way you can go back and revisit your questions, watch this video, and please feel free to send me any emails with any questions you guys have. It's a great day to have a great day.